Hello survivors, I'm the Survivalist, and welcome to the next little mini-series we're tackling on the channel, God of Weapons. Now this is a roguelite that has a little bit of a unique spin to itself, where although you're gearing up with a lot of weapons I believe your inventory management will also be playing a big role in how well you can do in that. But I've been on a bit of a roguelite kick with how we went with like Inscription, Slay the Spire. I guess those have been like the most recent two. They're probably one of my favorite genres because they're one of the most satisfying to me to play and get experience and skill yourself up with. Like when you start them out, you feel yourself, you have a lot to learn, there's a lot to eventually grow in that. But as you get better, you're also getting more gear options unlocked, more kinds of play are opening up. They're just one of the ones that are very satisfying to me. But I also do know that they're probably not one of the ones that are one of the best to watch, because a lot of it can be retreading the same content over and over again. To play, it's a lot different. To watch is another matter entirely. But that's why I figure we'll do a short series of a couple of weeks or so with God of Weapons, check it out, show it off. And even if it doesn't get that good or that much interest, it was just a little mini-series and just check it out because I wanted to. So let's start us off and see how it all goes. So it looks like we've got a variety of characters to start with. We've got the Hunter, the Raven, and the Knight. I think there is a pretty heavy Soulsborne inspiration here, because the Knight reminds me of Dark Souls. The Raven not so much, but the Hunter definitely Bloodborne, and that's one... I haven't actually played any of the Soulsborne games at all. They've just kind of like become pretty infamous in, I think, like game community in that. But I know if Bloodborne ever does come to PC, it's one of the main games that I think has to be played, because as much as the Dark Souls games are good, I don't hear as much universal praise and love as Bloodborne gets, so I want to see if there's any little... Okay, here we go. So we've got Rogue, 5% damage for every weapon inventory, 5% move speed, but does lose a little bit for vitality and armor. Okay. The Knight has only good stuff to them, so that's probably the general... That's your first one you'll want to go with. And the Hunter, plus 10 range, cannot equip melee weapons. Projectile power modifications 33% more effective, vitality modifications 33% less effective. I think what we'll do is we'll start out, maybe try one character per week, just to kind of go with things. As much as I'd like to try the Hunter, we'll start with the Knight just to get the basics down. So we actually have a variety of weapons we can pick. And already the inventory management is showing up, because you can see in the top right, it's like a little Tetris block. They each have different shapes to themselves. So we get one starting weapon, and one starting item, and a regular difficulty pick. The others unlock till we complete it, I suppose. Yeah, okay. Although I am kind of surprised. We are getting a variety of options right off the bat. We'll just stick with the basic loadout, see how it goes and how it plays. Oh, actually, speaking of... Okay, that's interesting. The Monolith of Wish. Okay, so this is where we'll unlock stuff. Yeah, so we got Ranger, Duelist, Warlock. Okay, so that's where we'll unlock stuff as we play. We've got a dash. That's blocked off, so probably something will unlock. Now, I'm kind of curious about how the weapon's floating behind us. I wonder if there's going to be a little bit of... Oh, what do we got here? Tower's entrance. The armory. Oh, okay, so I guess they're like special legendary things that have unlock requirements to them. Okay, interesting. So there's this place. Can't open that chest up. And my guess is a target dummy to be able to practice with. But so far, nothing really seems interactable. So might as well just go right along and in. And see how this will play out. Okay, so you don't actually... Oh, actually, I forgot to mention Soulstone Survivors was another sort of roguelite we had played. So this is like a combination... Actually, maybe it's not right to call it a combination, because it definitely seems more... Oh, okay, floor cleared. Oh, okay, so we got a bit of gold on hand. Base damage for every 3 other swords in inventory. Okay, level up, choose 3 spaces. So these are our stats on the right of what we've got that I think are dependent on our equipment. And we can expand our inventory as we wish. Yeah, this is where inventory management is going to be a very, very big deal. So as the weapons basically... Okay, that looks like about it for everything I can fit right now. So we'll go for the next floor. So this is where the inventory management is going to come in. So every weapon in your inventory is going to be something that fights on its own. So it's much more Vampire Survivors, Soulstone Survivors. This kind of like horde or wave survival. So all you've got to worry about is mostly keeping your distance. There's not really any attacks that you're in control of doing or committing. So I've got 4 spaces now. Let's just toss that one over there. My thinking is, if we do those, I can afford that. There we go. That looks about good for now. What's that? We'll also get that too, the whetstone. 4 melee power and 4% attack speed, -1 projectile power. Well, we don't have any projectiles, so that's not really a problem. And yeah, so this is how it plays out. I was expecting... Truth be told, I wasn't sure what to expect, but there is something satisfying being able to see all the weapons that are with you at a time. And then again, if you can manage the inventory puzzle, it'll pay off really well for you. So all we've basically got to do is run around. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's going super quick now, but I can also see this being something that'll expand really quickly into all kinds of new territory as well. Okay, I was thinking, yeah, that like that. I can pick that, another whetstone up. I don't think we need the melee, the magic power. Like, we're getting some options for that, but I don't really see any use for them right now, so we'll probably just go next floor with this and keep going and see how well we do with our first ever run. Oh, okay, gotta be careful. These guys do split up into little ones. Yeah, it's nothing too challenging so far. But I am curious about, like, if there are any, what the future upgrades we might unlock will be. It's like, one of the nice things I liked about Soul Survivors was you did have more of an active role than just movement. You could attack. Actually, it's not so much you could attack, but you were directing things a little bit further. Ooh, lifesteal would be pretty good. And we do have a consumable there. Okay, we'll open those up. We'll get the lifesteal. Oh, see, I don't have the room for that, I don't think. Is that... Yeah, if I want to do that there, I only have so much room to play around with things. Because I would have liked to get another greatsword. Oh, actually... Okay, right-click opens this menu, we'll sell that, and I'll pick up another greatsword. Okay, we should be good with that. We'll head to the next floor and see how we keep doing. Yeah, I'd probably say this feels much more casual than Soulstone Survivors does. Like, you do have the inventory management that has you picking your options, but it's much, much easier, like, far less focus you need to have and be careful of. Because, like, with you just having to worry about movement and not so much, like, picking the attack... Well, I guess you do pick the attacks a little... Ooh, what is that? Anvil. Upgrade one weapon to next tier. Okay, you know what? I can't... Oh, maybe because I don't have the inventory space for that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, sure, we'll upgrade that. I can move that there. That needs 4, so we don't have a spot for that yet. That is an L shape. That needs 3. 45 attack speed when not moving. That would be interesting to get if we could eventually get the inventory space, but I think we're basically good just to keep going. Yeah, again, this feels a lot more casual than Soulstone Survivors, where you had different builds and strategies to keep in mind. You do still have that a little bit, but it's not so much you're encountering those options in the middle of combat and trying to figure out what you need depending on the situation. Like, are you too slow movement speed-wise? Do you need a heavier hitting skill? Do you have a skill synergy to focus on? You kind of get a little breathing room between with how the floors operate to try and decide what you think you're missing most. And there's another quick clear. Okay, so let's see. Like, we need more armor we could get, but I don't think we're really that bad. I might actually try to get the sickle. Because it's... Okay, it's basically an L. Oh, shoot. Yeah, okay, let me see. I wanted to get, like... Yeah, I can't move spots around either, so you can only build, I guess, from, like, a core outwards. You have to be mindful of that as you're going through. I'm just trying to think if there's any way I could arrange this. Maybe I can. If I put this up here... Yeah, I actually managed to get that to fit. Okay, we'll try the sickle out, because that gives us plus 15% not placed by any other life-stealing weapon, and I don't think any of our weapons... Oh, but that banner... Okay, we'll have to leave it like this, but I'd love to get the banner maybe over on this side, so that we can get all the adjacent weapons with that benefit. We'll go along and see, though. Yeah, like, this is one of the titles, I think, where you're going to be able to basically get yourself so well built. I mean, we're basically at the point right now. We don't even have to move, and we're going to be just fine through this floor. It's definitely far easier of a start than you sometimes get for a number of these kinds of games, at least from what I've played. Like, for the... again, I'm still not sure what the best name for the genre would be. But, like, between Soulstone Survivors, this one, and what other ones have I played like this? 20 Minutes Till Dawn was another one. But this seems like the most casual, opening for it. Okay. Now we're starting to get a little more slim for options of what's working where. Okay. That is only one, so we can get that. One consume permanently increase one stat. You know, I'm going to take that and let's just use it right now. Like, we'll get the benefit and we'll see what comes with that. I mean, I got the one sickle. I don't think I need both, but it'd probably be better, yeah, putting that there to improve those. And those are both 4 slots. Okay, so I can't really put another one up by the banner yet, so we'll just have to... Oh, maybe if you put out... Oh, okay, I see. You can take stuff out of your inventory if you do put outside, and then bring it in. So that's how that works. I wasn't sure if you're completely locked in where once it's in your inventory, unless you have more space, you can't really adjust. But it does seem like it's more freeform than that. And I'm guessing the glowing one... Okay, now I'm getting pretty beat up there. Okay, I think that was our elite enemy kill there. Ooh. So we managed to get through that, but I did take a lot more damage than I was paying attention to. So now it's where it's ramping up. Okay, let's see. We've got Rune Bow Piece, but we're not really using ranged weapons. The Winged Boots would be pretty good, but they do need quite a bit in place for the effect to go off. You know, let me... Yeah. Oh, I actually got a lot of space to play around with here. Okay, that doesn't have to be adjacent to anything. This one, if I move over there like that... That like that... Oh, if I had one other one there, I could have fit that there. Actually, that can probably sit down there. Ooh, actually, hang on. We can get all of them upgraded with that. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm actually going to pick up another sickle, because I can fit this right there like that to have the banner working on it, too. That there. We can even get the boots. Right there. Yeah, actually, this might be very powerful with how everything is now boosted by the banner right in the middle. And now that we have the 2 sickles, we might be getting a lot more lifesteal coming in. Because it should be plus 30% now, so I think that means a 30% chance that it procs. We'll just let it keep playing out and see. This, ironically enough, this genre I think is best suited more for the casual crowd. There are definitely some games that will and can optimize to like be much more complicated and bring in more advanced players. But for the most part here, all you really got to worry about for controlling stuff is walking around and avoiding the enemies. So it's one of those ones that feels, I hate to say mobile game, but it really does feel like that would be one of your best spots for it, or like... Okay, that down there. I do have that I can snag. And that'll probably be it. Like, I could actually keep re-rolling for... Ooh. We'll re-roll for that. And yeah, we should probably be good now with what we're at. Or should I try for another little 1 slot? One more re-roll just to see. I'll go for 2, just in case. But no, it looks like everything else is 2 slots here. Oh, that's a life... Okay, that's a life... I wonder. If I sell the Great Sword and snag that, it's not adjacent to other life-stealing things, so the proc should work just fine, and it does have the boost of everything there. So lifesteal's now up to 7. Your attacks have... That's it, just... It's not placed near any other life-stealing weapon, but it doesn't say, like, how close near counts as. Because I thought it would be more than just 7%. Unless maybe it's, like, plus 15% of your base... I don't know. Kind of weird, unless maybe any life-stealing weapons count for it. Okay, let me put that outside for now. Okay, there we go, down the bottom there. If we move those over, bring that up there like that, and put that outside, try to bring that down. And that like that. Everything is separated, I think. Or are they all linked up because of the way the blocks are? No, I have no idea. Lifesteal still says it's just at 7, so I'm kind of perplexed at that. I also don't know how many floors there are going to be to... Ooh. Okay, another succubus. I gotta be careful of the... Yeah, projectile attack. Because it does home in on you. Okay, there we go. Managed to avoid that. And one thing I was paying attention to is at the very top there's a little countdown for the floor timer. So I wonder if it's just things continually spawn as long as that countdown's going. So you clear the floor more so just because of the time rather than the enemy count. So it's not like you have to make a quota, you just have to keep yourself alive and surviving to ascend further and further. Yeah, that seems to be it. Okay. Ooh, what is that? Talent. 2 projectile... Okay, well, we don't really use projectiles. That gives some lifesteal, but I don't think we're really focused on that. Damage isn't bad, but I think I'm looking for probably a... Oh! You can even reroll what new, like, inventory slots you can pick up. Okay, that's interesting. I'll go for the Talon, and we'll give a reroll and see if there's anything. That there, you down there. I think we'll sell that. Because we can pick this up. And yeah, so that's a little bit more max health because the 2 swords are there. They're all affected by the banner. I think we'll just keep going with this. I think we'll see about maybe 1 or 2 more floors and then we'll end this first episode off, but I think, like Soulstone Survivors, the right call is going to be try to show off 1 character for the couple of episodes per week. Just because, again, this is going to be a lot of the same content just shown over and over again, but at least with different characters, you can see how the different builds might operate or play along together. The Hunter is definitely going to be more, or my guess would be bows, crossbows, and ranged attacks. The Rogue is probably going to be the daggers and that. So we'll see how that goes when we get to that. I might do the Hunter next week just to change it up from being melee to other melee to be melee to ranged. Okay, we've got 4 spaces. So what do we got here? Claw, Fist, Agile. We've got another Monocle. We've got a Longsword there. I don't think I'm really getting... Yeah, I don't really have any more... I guess I could try getting that Talon moved from where it is. Yeah, let me just work down there. We'll get that and that moved over. So I can actually get the claw, and that gets affected by the banner as well. And 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that would not fit in that slot there. But overall, I think we're just good. You know what? Before I get too lost, we will end the episode right here for now. Oh, okay, so pressing escape actually brings up your control scheme. Helpful to know. It says tab stat panel, but I guess it's just always up. But yeah, this has been our first episode of God of Weapons. We'll make it a short series, just say 3 weeks to show off the 3 main characters, let it play along as it does, and see how far we get next episode. Thank you guys very much for joining me on this first episode of the new series. If you liked the video, you should give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, shoot in the comments right down below. And until I see you all in the next video episode, Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.